Hey everybody, welcome back to Chicago Reacts, your favorite channel on YouTube. As always, I'm Zach, an actor here in the city of Chicago, soon to be worldwide. Stay tuned. And I'm joined on my left and your right by none other than...
I'm Michael, everybody. I'm also an actor here in the city of Chicago, and we are back checking out Baby Superpowers by Salmonella Academy.
The title sounded just way too good.
Yeah.
And
we love Salmonella, so I'm excited to jump into this one. Hey, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything else. Leave a comment in that comment section down below. What superpower would you want to have?
Yeah.
And
we'll make mention of this at the beginning of the video too. We've usually been saying at the end, but Michael and I are cast in a global project, and checking us out on Instagram and IMDb, all those sites and stuff, will really help us right now. And hopefully we'll keep you informed as to all the news and stuff on this exciting project that we're doing. So
yeah,
it's a good way to stay in the loop and support us.
Yeah.
Baby Superpowers.
Let's jump into it, show.
Knowing it's salmon, this is going to be good. I have a feeling.
Definitely.
Hey kids, let's talk about babies for a second. Now I think we can all agree, generally, babies suck at most things, either literally or figuratively. They have almost no life skills whatsoever. However, as it turns out, babies
I just saw this video the other day that was like, you know, if you look at the animal kingdom, babies, like, their most like crucial survival instinct, they're able to do as soon as they're born. Like,
yes.
Giraffes can walk right away.
Mm-hmm.
Other animals can do other things right away.
Mm-hmm.
But their comment was like, and humans can ask for help right away. And I was like, literally, like, we cry for help as soon as we're born. And I thought that was really interesting. I was like,
really, yeah.
huh.
It is interesting.
It's important for us to ask for help. I mean, you know, I don't know. There may be someone who have strongly different opinions on that, but yeah. I thought it was kind of cool and meaningful.
The crazy thing about development for humans, because when I was in college, I did take one development-based class, and there was always the discussion in there of like, why are human babies like so fragile compared to a lot of other mammals in the animal kingdom and everything like that. And it's because it takes a very long time for when a human reaches its max maturity. There's so much more energy and stuff that's required for the brain to fully develop. So that's the cost that humans pay in order to reach maturity. Is yes, they are fragile for a lot longer than other babies and infants are for other animals. But for one, we have a longer lifespan, and for two, the quality of our intelligence warrants a much longer time span of development.
I was also I know that as we walked upright, our hips narrowed, so we also have to be born earlier because, like, we can't grow as big like in the womb, whereas like other babies are like closer to like toddlers when they're born.
Yes, that's a good illusion. Yeah,
their physical ability, you know, like
yeah.
So I don't know. That's interesting.
Yeah, I'm glad. That's a cool way to actually start this video. Like, normally we're very much like in the mood, but evolution and human evolution is very interesting, especially comparing it to other animals within the mammalian kingdom. So I wasn't really sure what this video is going to be about, but now I'm like, oh, it's going to be like crazy things that we can do as babies, and now I'm interested. I think
that's what I think it's going.
Ori's going to bring up like specific babies doing specific insane things.
Oh, maybe that's it.
I'm not entirely sure, but we only one way to find out.
Do actually have some traits that make them superior to adults in certain isolated aspects. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys about a few. First is the baby's non-drowsy drowning reflex. If babies under the age of 6 months are put underwater,
This is
they'll
insane.
instinctively hold their breath. Additionally, their heartbeat begins to slow down as soon as they're submerged, which allows them to use much less oxygen and, as a result, stay alive much longer than the average person. As we all know, babies get themselves into bad situations all the time. Soon as your back is turned, they're off trying to lick another socket or whatever. So this reflex probably evolved from back in the day, right? Mom's off picking berries, baby wanders off, ends up in the middle of a lake, and somehow this whole reflex thing gives the village more time to, go get a raft and fish them out. Next is a baby's grip. They're able to support their entire body weight with just one hand, which is more than a lot of adults can do. Of course, it's kind of cheating because they only weigh as much as a baby, but it's still kind of impressive. This trait is shared by apes, whose babies instinctively cling on to the back.
That's supposed to be an ape, Sam? That's supposed to be fucking ape.
I like the swinging.
I know.
It's the same image. It's kind of like a duck,
like a duck or something. Yeah,
that was so.
I find so much of what Sam does very endearing and very funny, but that's by far the worst drawing that I've ever seen Sam do. That's an
yeah. I mean, it's
like that's bad.
It's funnier and funnier the more I look at it. That's so funny.
That way, if she gets a little courageous swinging from branch to branch, the baby doesn't just go flying. Anyway, because of this, it's speculated that babies actually got their firm grasp from our ape ancestors millions of years ago. And it's only a bit later in life when your genetics go, oh yeah, legs neat, and ditch the whole grabby thing. Next, babies are also very seductive. Not in the sense of like strutting around in thigh highs, making dudes' eyes bulge. Not that seductive, but just in the sense of, hey, I like looking at this thing. We should keep it alive for a while. Here's an example. If people saw a 5-year-old on the streets rolling around in a pile of its own shit, they'd be like, ugh, what a scumbag. If a kid did it, people would still be like, oh man, little guy, I want to take you home, clean you up, put you in little hats. Yeah, it has to do with a baby's facial features, like their large forehead and eyes, which set off a bunch of baby caring instincts in our brains, causing us to perceive cuteness. It's only when they hit like 2 or 3 when that all goes down the shitter. Lastly, babies have a surprisingly good concept of morality. According to a study by Yale University's Infant Cognition Center, babies are born with an innate sense of right and wrong. Here's how the study went, right? So first they put on a puppet show for the baby with these 2 rabbit dolls, and they made one of them act nice and the other one act like a dick. Then at the end of the show, the babies were offered either puppet, and in almost every case, the babies took the nice one. And you might say a strong grip on morality doesn't qualify as a superpower. Personally, I disagree. People are terrible at keeping their basic sense of right and wrong unless their society maintains it for them. Let me give an example. A few days ago in the Philippines, the president of the entire country basically said, hey, we should just start murdering every drug addict alive. Right now. And this isn't seen as insane over there. No. Millions of Filipinos are now on board with this. It is fucked. You see, babies lack the mental capacity to justify atrocities with shit like it's about the greater good, They have no prejudice. They just see people as people. And honestly, I think we could all learn a thing or two from that. Not to get all George Carlin-y on you guys or anything.
That's also really true in relational, like babies literally, like they don't perceive color or difference in race until like quite far along.
Yeah, before we start to be inundated with like stereotypes and we just see people as people.
Yep, that is true.
Yeah.
This is a cool salmonella video to do. It's kind of unsalmonella like, but at the same it's definitely has some of its interesting tidbits.
It is a little different for him. It's sweet.
Yeah. There's something baby like about it.
Yeah, it is. It makes me want to pick it out of its own poo and go, oh, you're cute. As opposed, and I mean, I like all of his, but a lot of them are about like this weird thing.
The Great Emu War,
this rich guy who kept getting rich despite being an idiot. This is like, oh, look at the baby.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, that's all for today. Till next time, I'm Salmonella, and thank you for watching.
Thank you, Sam.
Thanks, Sam. What a lovely video.
Lovely video.
Sam's his art style, he's just so fun.
I wonder, like, it was he probably started back during a time when YouTube was a lot simpler and probably and back when the 3-minute video was everything. like, man, have
you
things
wanted
changed.
to like, okay, where you want to
Yeah.
spiral people down
Right.
23-minute videos,
Right.
and not like
Mhm.
have hour and a half videos. But now it's
Yeah.
like the other way around, where unless like,
Yeah, if a video's under like 8 to 10 minutes, you don't like you get punished for that on YouTube algorithmically. And in terms of the pay, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up.
they really encourage you to go over 10.
Yes.
So whereas like, I mean, I still think with Reels and like TikTok, it's still faster, but I don't know. I will watch longer TikToks.
Yeah, no, it's a very strange thing that's happening right now. You either have the long form content of like 10 to 15 minutes as being the standard, now even longer, honestly, between let's plays and
there's people
vlogs,
doing-
and
I would say like 30 minutes to an hour is now like
the kind of the more standard.
anywhere really anywhere from 10 to 60 minutes on YouTube is like I would say not abnormal.
Yeah.
Anything over an hour is like,
Yeah.
what? Okay.
And
okay.
Now it's all shorts and TikTok, but you don't get paid for those. Those are all about
That's more like advertising.
Advertising, and then it's for getting people to your main channel where the main source comes from. But
you know what's interesting though is I feel like these types of Salmonella videos, like he could easily just re-upload them to TikTok and like make them for TikTok, you know. Actually, I do see that with some TikTok channels that I get suggested to me. Is it's just like I know it's a different creator. That's just like it's a YouTube video that got ripped and is being put on TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yep.
doing nothing but like literally ripping and re-uploading.
Yeah.
Sometimes not even like like adjusting it for like 16:9.
Yep. No, it's like arguably just straight plagiarism.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Yep.
Hey, if y'all are liking these videos, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything else, and we will see you next time
on Chicago Reacts.
Reacts.
That was good, actually.